Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to what can be only called an impromptu show this evening. One of my associates, he called me today and he says, my friend, it's actually his brother, he said he was having a hard day, and I said, tell me about it. And no, he said he's having a hard day, and would you do a little video to kind of try and cheer him up? And I said, well, I checked my schedule, and I had nothing on this evening. I was quite surprised because I thought I had something on this evening, but as I was looking through my schedule, I've had nothing on for the last 40 evenings. It just seems to pass me by, I don't know. She said, would you make a little video? And I said, no problem, I don't mind making a little video for anyone. And I said, what do you want me to talk about? He said, well, put effort or try and cheer him up. I said, well, So he was explaining to me about an incident that happened today, and the shit hit the fan, so to speak, whatever. Literally. And I was like, oh my God. I said, what can we do? And after I thought about it, the only thing you can do is really clean it up, because sometimes the shit will hit the fan. I've been in quite a few situations myself over the years. But anyways, that's what they say. You people see, you see in a boxing match when you're fighting, in the ring, and you're getting the shit hammered out of you, and it's like, it's round 4, and you've been beaten to a pulp, and you come back and you're like, no more. And your trainer, he's got a bet on you losing in round 7, and he's like, hang in there. So that's what you have to do. But he was telling me about my friend, he's in this kind of he's in a battle, so to speak. And I said, like one of those war movies. He said, exactly. And I said, well, I remember watching Battle of the Bulge, 1972, with Clint Eastwood, Lee Marvin Brando, and what's his name, Prince. He was in it as well. I don't know how, he was only a little child at the time. And I think a man was in it as well, Batman, but nobody's seen it. So I was watching that, and I noticed in that movie that there was a battle, right? But there was one battle going on this side, and then there was another battle over there, and there was a battle over here, and there was a battle beyond over here. So you see, the battle was going on in all fronts. And I realised that sometimes when the battles are going on in all fronts, you have to keep an eye on all the different things. And someone said to me one time, what's that got to do with the price of turnips? I said, well, absolutely nothing, my love, absolutely nothing. So, it's a fine evening now. It was very stormy and wet and windy for the last couple of days. And I've been asked, yesterday he said, would you be prepared to travel across the Atlantic to visit my friend and have a chat with him and try and, alleviate his spirits? I said, I will. He said, all expenses paid. I said, well, no. I take the spaceship, I said. He said, what? I said, I've got a spaceship. He said, where? I said, out the back. He said, I've never seen it out your back. I've been out there quite a few times. I said, it's in the space hangar. He said, I've never seen the space hangar out your back garden. I said, well, that's because it's invisible. And he was quite surprised. And he said, how did you get your hands on an invisible spaceship carrier? I said, well, I got under Dundee. One of these Russian jobs that they were about to go public with it before Rasputin was over and, the communism went flat and all that. Now, I would often be wondering about the state of affairs, in relation to certain things, and other times I would be thinking about things of a different nature in relation to other things. And he would say, well, what was that? Oh yeah, I've been told to mention the oil. You need to get your hands on the magic oil, because that will relieve a lot of problems. Take it from me. I've never used the oil, but I've had a pop on the other stuff. And it's very good for the old stress and stuff. Oh my God, can't beat it. You'll be out like a light. Oh, like that. But the oil, you must get your hands on the magic oil. I'm not talking about the oil of Ulay, but that might be good for, down there, rather than up here. And I didn't know whether to put this video up tonight. I was going to give you a call later. And he said, no, it'd be no good you talking. And I said, why is that? He said, well, you've got a big mouth. You say stuff that you shouldn't say. And when you should say stuff, you don't say. I said, what? So he said, that's the way it is with you. He says, you're a strange bird. I said, I know. So I said I'd go back and do a video, and the table moved there. It was like poltergeist activity. Fuck me, pink. So I left Del Boy's house at about 7:46, because that's what time it was on the clock, facing me as I sat into the Honda Civic 01 turbocharged super duper unleaded petrol flyer. I sat in there and said, woo! Now I got down here around 8:05. It was actually 6 minutes past 8 in my turbocharged super duper 2001 Honda Civic. And I went in the living room and I put a few things down as you do, and then I went into the bedroom and I changed into my outfit. And then I got the video camera set up, and it's about 8:47 now. So as you can see, we've been on the ball this evening. Well, I think I've even missed the rest of the Man United match. Not that it was any good, it was a pile of shite. I was watching it earlier on. Absolute disaster. I mean, why they pay them at all, I don't know. Because if I was in charge of Man United today, I would have said to the boys, right, you're getting no wages. There's 200 euros in the pot. I would call it a piss pot. I should bring that down the pub, have a few pints for yourselves, and come into training Monday and try a bit better. Because today, they were useless. I was fucking useless. Absolutely fucking useless. I don't even know the score, but I don't care. As I said, if I needed over there, I can get the spaceship out, and I could be over there in faster than the speed of sound. On my Solomon. Faster than the speed of light. In fact, I timed myself one time from leaving this house in the west of Ireland to arriving in Manhattan. Now, it was just an overnighter, but I got there in 26 seconds. That's amazing. People don't know how fast, and it's economical, because it runs on solar power. Because I've been left out there for the last 4 or 5 months, and every day when the sun shines, which is not every day in Ireland obviously, maybe once every 5 days, but enough energy is gathered in those 5 days, once every 5 days, to transport me from here to New York City in 26.54 seconds, flat. And of course you can put it on autopilot, which it makes it all the better. People say, well, what's the point in driving a spaceship if you put it on autopilot? I said, well, you like to see things. Look at the view, look at the space, look at the stars. I was telling this to a girl one night. We were on our first date and I brought her back and I showed her my spaceship. But she couldn't see it, like it was in the invisible space hangar. And she got very pissed off. She said, why won't you let me see it? I said, I can't. But the Russians, they'll have me. And, she never called me back. I texted her and everything. Sorry about the spaceship, you can have a look at it next week. No, wasn't any good to her. She said, do you know what she said? She said I was a nutter. Oh, I've never been so accomplished in my life. Nutter. I've been called a lot of things, but not a nutter. Header ball. Mad bastard. Oh, there's other things you don't even want to know about. I'll tell you that. So I don't know whether I should have been using... I should maybe have been doing the video from this side, because someone said to me the other evening in the bar, they said, Bartholomew, you look a lot better from the right than the left. And of course there's a queer one in the corner. She says you look a lot better with your face stuck in the mud or in the ground. She said you look a lot better when we can't see your ugly face at all. I think that was the girl that I didn't let see the spaceship that time. So people will be saying, well, are you sure this will work, that this will cheer up, our kid, whatever. I said, I hope so. It was better than me calling him, because I'd probably annoy him, it would probably say something, whatever. And I leave it at that now. It's coming up at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock on Saturday evening. Well, I check my schedule, but I don't have anything on. And as such, I will say, good night, orchid. And be good, be strong. You know what I mean? Rala, rala, rala. Remember rala? I said earlier, Relax, accept. Alright. Good night, mate. Good night, mate. God bless. Oh, I think we've a message from the Taoiseach.
Good evening. I have been asked by the people behind the Sydney Pistolwhip YouTube phenomenon experience to make a short video. Now, it's not something that I normally do, but I have been advised by my personal assistant, my PR man, and herself, that were I to turn down the offer of making this video, that I would probably be fucking crucified by these four Scalachis who are, I have been told that they're world-class piss takers, and that if they did decide to do a few videos in relation to my situation, that I would never live it down. So here we are, Saturday evening. I would usually be out having a few pints and a bit of filet mignon and maybe a small nibble on the old lobster, but I have been called back to my political office to make this video. When I spoke to Bartholomew earlier about the topic of this evening's video presentation, he informed me that the topic of this evening's video presentation would be in relation to when the shit hits the fan. And at first I was shocked and surprised as to the nature of the topic, but he informed me that if there was anyone more qualified to discuss certain matters appertaining to when the shit hits the fan, I would be one of the top candidates that not only he, but his associates, George, Larry and Mr. Pistolwhip himself, they would all have picked me as the top man to discuss matters of that nature. What advice can I give to anyone who is present in a certain situation when the shit does actually hit the fan? Well, first and foremost, the most important thing is, I would say, is to immediately try and get a pair of sunglasses on as fast as possible, otherwise you could be blinded. And secondly, I'd say of major importance is a dust mask. If you can get your hands on a dust mask, that'll be able to cover up your nose and your mouth, obviously. And if not a dust mask, then I would advise any kind of a scarf or a bag, or even a small animal. If there's a small dog or a cat around, that can help quite a bit too, as long as the fecker doesn't, he's not one of those narky little dogs that'll bite you. I have been told that I can finally wrap it up, although one of them is making the windy motion now with the hand, as if to tell me that I have to go on for another minute or two. But to tell you the truth, I'm getting a bit nervous at this stage, because I don't know what the bastards are likely to do next, because that's the type of fellas they are. So I'll say good night, and may the force be with you, and be good, be strong, and be cool, be cool.
All right, Mr. K, thank you for coming in. Off you go now and have a few pints.
Alright, fair enough. Am I going to be asked to be doing any more of these things?
Well, that depends. Depends on the situation, doesn't it?
Alright, fair enough anyway. Alright, good night.
Well, you have a good time now, my friend. Good night. Good night, Peter. Be good.